Hello friends, hi. So today I'm here to prepare a sweet dish. So this sweet dish is particularly a very first of all, again, it's a delicacy. It is not one of my shortcut dishes or fast meals. It is a excuse me. It is an elaborate preparation. Actually, in my paternal home, that is a typical East Bengal household, this used to be prepared. Of course, the quantities were like, well, the vessels that used to be prepared in, their diameters itself were around 24 inches. That big, or even perhaps more. 24, around, not 24, around 30 inches diameter, that big the vessels used to be. So that much quantity used to be made. And there used to be my paternal grandmom, obviously she led the team, and there used to be the cook, the household cook, my mom, my that is my chachi, my younger chachi, that is my dad's second brother's wife. So she, that's 4 already. Then my elder bua, that is my dad's elder sister. So my aunt, so she used to be there. Then one or two more people, like sometimes my second aunt, that is second bua, she also used to come and helps do something and help, and she was a teacher, and so she used to come during, and the school was just nearby, she used to come during the lunch period, help something, and after the school timings come and do something and help out in the process and all of that. So from 11 a.m. in the morning, the chulha, or there were 3 chulhas, that is 3 stoves, that the coal stoves, the previous time how the stoves were, typical Indian mud stoves. So such 3 of them started burning, and one by one the karais used to be placed on the stoves, and the preparations started, the soaking of the different things and blah 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 and all of that. So excuse me. So today I'm here to prepare that. Obviously the quantities are going to be much less, and something that I can consume myself, or there's nobody else to have it. So I shall be preparing it in a quantity that I will be able to have. So the basic ingredient, so the cup that I have taken for all of my measurements is 1/4 cup measure, and that is 50 mls, right? So this is my cup, that is what I'm going to use. Now in the ideal recipe, the old time recipe, the main ingredient, it's called Peethe or Paati Shaapta. Okay. Now if you have to explain it in our English terms and all of that, then you can say that it's a wrap. It's a sweet wrap. Okay, first of all, that is one. It's a sweet wrap with a filling of coconut and jaggery mix. Alright, so that is what we are going to prepare now. Now the wrap basic material was used to be sugar, suji, that is semolina, maida, that is refined flour, wheat flour, milk. Okay. Now, if I have that, I'm surely that by tomorrow I'll be in a hospital because of the quantity of milk and all of that goes in. So what I'll do is that I've taken semolina, the measure of this 1/4 cup. This I've soaked in another 1/4 cup of hot milk. Okay, I soaked this at around 11 a.m. in the morning, 10:30, 11 a.m. in the morning. You're supposed to soak this for 3 hours. Now, since I had several other chores that I had to complete, so I am late. Doesn't matter. In fact, it will soak even further. So this has been sitting from then, and now it is what? It is 8:30 p.m. I'll get my watch. Give me a second. So it is 8:30 p.m. now. So this has been soaking since then. But the minimum time that you need to soak this is 3 hours, and that's it. You don't need to do anything. Now, this is semolina and maida, as I said, refined wheat flour. Those two used to get mixed. A little bit of sugar to give it a sugary hint to the mixture. This is the batter basically, and it used to be made with milk. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm rather going to prepare it with water. Sugar. It is going to be a little bit of sugary, and instead of maida, I'm gonna use oats flour. That is, I have my instant oats here, so I'm going to take. Now, oats is, as you know, it's flakes, right? So it will not be a full. Even if I take a full, it will not be a full 1/4 cup. So I'll take this cup, and I'll show you the measurement, and I'll do the grinding in front of you. So grinding means my grinder is there. So I will be doing my grinding there, right here. It's like I cannot focus this. So as I do this, like my phone is also charging, so I cannot the phone also. So I will be taking this, and 1/4 to a little more than 1/4 of instant oats. I'll grind that into. I'll give 10 seconds whoosh in the mixie, and it should be ready. I'll mix that with this, and I'll add water, and I'll make it a mix. And the water that I'm going to add, since it's been soaking for so long, it's going to be a slightly warm water. I'm not going to use absolutely plain water, because as it is, it's the winter season, and I cannot. And I'm not going to add so cold water, I will be like doing it right away, right? So I will be adding slightly, like I'll do it right here in front of you. You can see how long I warm it. I'm switching on my chimney. So it is a typical sweet dish that is made on this Sankrant. That is the Makar Sankrant that we have. That is around the 15th of January. So it is a typical sweet dish of that particular festival. Now, it is a festival of the new harvest, right? As I had written it in one of my last, the ras vada, sweet potato vada recipe, that it is a harvest festival. That is, all of the new harvest goes into this, right? So basically the wheat that goes in, it is from the new harvested wheat that goes in here. And in fact there are other Peethes also, that is the same kind of preparations. Other sweets also are made from the new rice that is harvested. Similarly, the stuffing that goes in is the stuffing that goes into the wrap is a sugar and coconut wrap, coconut mix, right? So that also I don't have fresh coconut. I have this dried desiccated coconut. This is a dried coconut which I keep always. It's called coconut powder. It's not powder. These are flakes, dry flakes of coconut. So basically desiccated coconut. I'll show you when I cook it. So that is mixed with new gur. New gur is something that is during this whole of the winter season in West Bengal, all the date trees are tapped for their juice. That is, people climb up the date trees, they place pitchers on the date trees, and they tap out the juice of the I'll give you the full description in my prompt boxes, that what happens, the full process. So the juice is collected and gur is made out of that, and it has a beautiful flavor. Like, you can have that gur just as like a sweet. You can keep it in your mouth and you can have it. Like, it's a delicacy again in West Bengal. Like, we go mad after it to get a piece of that gur. Like, nowadays a lot of flavoring and stuff are done, but the real thing is absolutely yum and delicious. It's unparalleled. So it is now it's found, and we call it Nolan gur, that is the new gur, and it is found in a liquid state also and in a solid state also. Solid, it's called patali because it comes in a dish shape or in a pitcher shape. So it's called patali. So it comes in a solid gur form, or it comes in a liquid gur form. Now the liquid gur is used as a dip. It's again very delicious. In some other recipe, in some other episode, I'll show you one of those recipes also, where that particular gur is used as a dip. Now it's very costly, so I do not have. First of all, it's costly. Secondly, it is not so easily available in Mumbai. So I have some sugarcane gur with me. So I'm going to prepare the stuffing with the sugarcane gur instead of that gur. But yes, if you want, you can go ahead if it is available, if Nolan gur is available near you, and it is available online also. Nowadays, like, they are going crazy with even off season also, you get bottles of liquid Nolan gur as well as solid Nolan gur is also sold on the online stores that you nowadays. But this was like in previous years, we used to get this only during the winter season. It was never available. If anybody had kept, like my dadi used to store it somewhere, and during events, a piece of that Nolan gur used to come out from somewhere. By some magic, it used to come out. But nowadays, it's not available. Like in other, like after the winter season, it's not available in the market. But nowadays, it is I've seen bottles of Nolan gur being prepared, being sold on Amazon. In other typical Bengali online stores, it is also available. So these are the two variations that I've made. That is because of the available resources and because of my health conditions. I've made three differences. One is I'm not adding milk so much. This has 1/4 cup of milk here, and I've not added any more milk. So this is one variation. Second, instead of refined wheat flour or maida, I'm gonna use instant oats converted into flour. That is the second variation. Third variation is instead of, okay, so there are 4 variations. Instead of fresh coconut, I'm gonna use the desiccated or dried coconut flakes. Fourth variation is instead of the Nolan gur, that is the new gur that we get during this time of the year, during the winter seasons. Instead of that, that is it's actually date tree gur, I'm gonna use the sugarcane gur, so which is available with me right now. So these are the 2 variations that I'm gonna do. So let's start. First, I'm going to prepare the oats ka maida, oats ka flour. So here is my jar. Can you see it? I'll bring it. So here is my 1/4 cup of instant oats that goes in, and I'll put in another half of this. So basically 75 ml, like this is by volume, it is 75 ml. Obviously this thing you do not measure by volume, but like as in this state I'm using this. So I'll be crushing this down. That will make just a whoosh in the. So it's 15 seconds, I guess I put it in. I'll have to okay, and then I'll just show you the consistency. It's quite fine and it's done, right? The water. So it's done. Just warm up the water, that's it. I'll also add the sugar also. This. Now this sugar that goes into this batter will be just to make that batter just sweet. Else what will happen is it will stick to your tawa, the plate on which you're going to make it. It will stick. So I'm just using 1/2 teaspoon. This is 1 teaspoon. And I'm gonna keep it this way and let it soak. I had plans to make this in the morning only, but I had so much of work that like there was work coming in one after the other. Not exactly work. I was trying to since the book is out, I was trying to connect with people and giving them sorry, I'll have to go in with my hands. So this is this. So now this is still warm. Good. So I shall go ahead and mix mix this stuff, right? I have to measure it once more. So this is the quantity of semolina that I have added up. That is this cup, absolutely flat on the top, and it is 1/4 of a cup, 50 ml cup this is. So this much semolina I had added, and you saw how it is. So this much ground oats is what I'm adding as of now. So as I am done with the recipe, like as I see like how the batter, if the batter is like does not come off easily, then I will adjust the, like I've kept the ground oats, so I will be adjusting the quantity. Like no more semolina will go in, but what will adjust the batter is this, the flour. So I'm adding in the flour. Understand that this is milk that is going to be added and not water. This is not water that is added here, it is actually milk that is added and not water. I am adding water because this is not, I told you this is my home kitchen, and whatever gets made here I have to consume it. I will not be throwing it away, I will be consuming it. So therefore I have to see to that I can digest it completely and not So I shall keep this aside at this. I'll just give it a sugar taste. The sugar has completely melted. I'll just give it a sugar taste. If the sugar is less, I shall give it some more sugar, and then I'll keep it aside while I prepare the stuffing. It's just right. Like it's just sweet. You don't make it sweet, huh? It's just sweet. Like you will have a hint of sweetness in it. Now, in some households, in Bengal, this will also have a little bit of gur in it, or might be they add rice flour in this. But in my household, that is the place, like it depended basically upon the villages that were there in Bangladesh, right? On the eastern side of the Ganges, that is. Like from village to village, this recipe differed. In some places, they use instead of wheat flour, they use rice flour. In some places, instead of sugar, they used gur. Again, that same gur. But in my household, that is my grandfather's family come from Dhaka district. So there uh, the recipe is made in this way, that is semolina, wheat flour, refined wheat flour and sugar and milk. This is the batter recipe, which I have made into semolina, oats flour, water and sugar. So this is going to stay aside here. I still have flour with me, which I'm going to use to adjust in a while, like let it sit. It will, the wheat flour will also, absorb some water, and later on, like how far its sweetness and liquidiness, I have to add more water to this. Accordingly, we'll adjust. Hi guys, so now we are going to prepare the stuffing. Okay, so first, now in this stuffing we are not going to, there are two kinds of stuffings that are made. One is made with khoya and khoya, sugar and khoya, sugar and coconut, and the other one is made with coconut and gur. So I am making the coconut and gur one. First goes in, this goes up. We generally put the gur and the nariyal together, but here I am just making one difference, is that I'm first putting a little bit of water, then the gur inside, because my gur is a very hard chunk of gur and I'm unable to crush it into a powder. So I'm just I'm adjusting with whatever I have. So I'll pour in a little bit of water here, just a little bit. I'm reducing the flame, adding the gur, right? My gur is done, right? Now I have to be fast, or else this will burn and the taste will be bigarified. I don't want that to happen. So here is my this thing. It's not powder, it's flaky. It's flaky as if like the ones that we make coconut from that coconut scraper, that dried, right? I added one and I should be adding one. Batter that I have, this will not be enough. will hear a huge sound. Huh? So I should be added one more chunk of gur because the should add one more cup of You're not supposed to add water to this, but I added because my gur wasn't melting. So maybe here also I will have to add a little bit of water. This gur is so flavorful that even when this is made, the whole house used to be filled with the flavor of this gur. So I mean not this gur. This is the sugarcane gur, the new gur that we get during this time of the year. Well, by the way, this again, these are recipes. This again I am making not even 17 years, because by the time that I come here. Just try. And then the excitement, my grandpa used to come and he used to stand like looking at it. It's done. See, it's done. You will understand this so well. This is like, see, it's coming off the kadai. It's done, right? It will not be done any further. You have to take it out immediately, because after this will form a laddu. And you don't want that laddu consistency, because if you go into that laddu consistency, I've switched off the gas. If you go into that laddu consistency, your stuffing will be hard, and whoever has it will not enjoy it. Like, it has to be soft, right? When somebody bites into it, it has to be soft. So you cannot let it go into that laddu consistency. So you have to take it out immediately. I still remember that like as if I can see my my grandpa standing up near the stove. Like if I would have kept stirring it further, this would have hardened and it would have become a in fact it will become like it's just starting to form a mass. So now I shall again attend to the batter. Now this is too thick. I have to make it more watery. First of all, if I make it watery, I will need sugar, more of sugar. So I shall add about half teaspoon sugar. Right, and then I shall start adding the water. Just a little bit of water. First, let the sugar melt, because the sugar will release some water. I mean, it will make it softer. Just warm it up a little bit. And yes, when you add the milk also, the milk has to be warm. Like it should be warm to this portion. Done. Right? It should not be absolutely cold milk, it should be just warm. Yeah. Now there will be other recipes, okay? As I said, the recipes varied from village to village. Now this is the recipe that my grandmom used to make, my mom used to make, and it's still very thick. A little bit more water. Just a tablespoon. So this is the consistency. It's quite a thin quite a loose consistency, not very thick and lumpy, and it flows easily, right? It's thick but it flows easily. Just give it a sugar taste. Yeah, it's just sweet. Part that is very essential, that is seasoning of the tawa. Okay, this used to be another very essential part. Like I'm doing it on a tawa, right? My grandmom used to do this in a kadai, in a small kadai, and she used to do it very fast. Okay, so that is why this portion was like she was continuously in front of the main stove, and she used to continuously keep on doing this. the kadai is reduced, the flame is reduced. She added oil and she added the dry red chilies. Fry one in this oil. Apply the oil all over. While frying only, apply the oil all over the kadai and whatever the surface is, and then pour the oil aside, and then wipe it dry with a wet cloth, and then start. And it was super like it became a non-stick vessel. So this is mustard oil. So you can see it started smoking. I have this thing to seam, because it's absolutely towards the end. The flame is absolutely at the lowest, right? So this has been totally wiped with oil. Now I shall again allow the heat to go up, and I shall wet one of my towels, kitchen towels. So it's smoking now. I'll switch off the gas completely. Be very careful here, guys. The steam will burns you, right? Literally burns you. So here go I. It's a wet towel, a very wet towel. Right? The heat has gone down. I'll switch it up. I'll switch on the gas again. I have switched on the gas again. The oil tissue that I already had. Done. So this is done. I'm switching off, and again I've reduced the flame, and I will allow it to come. The temperature has to come down. Now here in gases we have a very good, it's easier to reduce the temperature. They were doing it on coal stoves, right? Coal and wood stoves. And the reducing of the flame meant stuffing the lower end from which they pushed in the fuel, right? That end used to be stuffed with a cloth or something, so that the oxygen flow reduced. The moment the oxygen flow reduced, the fire used to go down a bit. So the flame used to be, so the heat went down. I'm switching off the gas because this is heating up too much. I've switched off the gas. Mellow heat will start coming off the pan, like it should not be very hot. These things, like now I'll be stretching it with a silicone scraper, but these were actually petal leaf palms. Their leaves, the portion that where the leaves used to remain attached with the tree, that portion used to be around a foot of it used to be cut off, and that hard, semi-hard thing used to be cut into small pieces of around 2 by 3 pieces, 2 inches by 3 inches pieces, and those used to be used for, and they were fantastic kadai scrapers and tawa scrapers. I don't like silicons. Like if I would have gotten that, then I would not have used this. Those are fantastic scrapers, and I don't know why they don't sell it in today's organic world and plant these things. Returning to the roots, why don't they sell it in packages? I do not know. Like you cannot throw away, right? A silicone piece, and it will stay in the environment for so long. Those are like plant materials, so this will be too little. This has sufficiently cooled down. I should have to switch on the gas now. Oops, then keep it on for. I'm keeping it just at low. Let me see if I can get it off the tawa. Okay. not switched off the gas this time. My gas is on. called Paati Shaapta. So my not so perfect Paati Shaaptas, well, after 20 years I did not expect it to be absolutely perfect, but then it's done. This so the semolina will stay on top. So I'm going to pour this whole thing now. I'm going to make a big one out of this. And the wrap is also going to be quite thick. Now the wrap has to be thin, even though you have the risk of it bursting open. You have to have the wrap quite thin, else it will not taste good. So the wrap has to be quite thin, and so pardon me, like I'm being a bit here, I'm going overboard. So last one, and I will where did I have it? So it should not be this way. Please don't do it this way. And feed your mehmans. Yes, you should get a very thin wrap. If these burst open, so the ones that burst open, they are not put into the milk, the kheer, not the kheer, what do you call it? The thickened milk, right? The half dry, the thickened milk, that is, those are not dropped there because else the stuffing will start coming out. Only the ones that are intact, that stay, that is the full or the wrap is intact, only those are dropped in the kheer, that is the thickened milk, and they are kept for overnight, and then they are served. So done. Here you go. After 20 years, it's a feat. It's definitely a feat. I mean, this is the color, It's a it's an achievement for me. I'm happy about it. Do try it out at home. Let me know what happens to yours. Please do subscribe to my channel. And guys, I'm 53 years old, so neither that side, not exactly walking with a cane, nor this side, not very young. But I would like to really know what you people do at home, like how yours fared. Please subscribe to my channel. Your subscription will help me. Your subscribing to the channel will help me a lot. I mean, it will help in a lot of ways. So this is my Paati Shaapta with a twist. This is my dinner also today. I hope you've enjoyed this session. I hope you will make it at home and enjoy with your friends and family. Please do let me know. There aren't any comments, there are no likes in my channel. I would really like to know how yours fared, how you cooked, how yours tasted, and do let me know in the comments. I would really like to know. Thanks a lot for being with me this long. It's not exactly a 45-minute recipe. It's quite a lengthy one. So hope you liked it. Hope you will do it at home in the upcoming Makar Sankrant festival, or maybe even at some other time. You will get all the ingredients online in the nearby markets, wherever. So happy cooking, happy Makar Sankrant, and bye from me for now. Bye guys.